Hey everybody, welcome back to Road to Top 10, where I take a single team from the bottom of the Showdown ladder and try to just play straight into the top 10. I'm on the far side if you're just joining us. My name is Clever Lucky. I'm going to use the same team for the whole shenanigan. Currently, we left off after 3 battles, finishing at 11 and 18. So, not 11-8. The score 11-18. We're 3 and 0. So, yeah. Woo. It would be pretty bad if we start off 11 and 18. Especially at the bottom. So, 3-0, 11-18 is our score on the far side. Well, let's just keep this rolling. I'm looking at this team, looking at my opponent, and I'm looking at that Shuckle, and I'm thinking, oh my god, this might do some Sejun shenanigans, especially next to like a Follow Me Pachirisu. So I lead a very defensive lead so I can Spore and get rid of this, Shuckle before it sets up too much. He leads Pachirisu Garchomp, which is fine with me. I'll set up a safeguard. This is for the future, thinking I'm gonna switch in Kangaskhan and swagger myself. I put Pachirisu to sleep so I don't have to deal with his Follow Me, getting rid of my charm on this Garchomp, which pretty much, makes it pretty ineffective on the field. Switching Kangaskhan where Mungus used to be, takes a Dragon Claw. Not a big deal because it was charmed. I wasn't even Mega, so think about how weak that really is, because I get a defense boost once I Mega up. Swagger my own teammate to Kangaskhan so I can get rid of this Pachirisu before it wakes up and tries to potentially pull some Follow Me Belly Drum shenanigans next to this Azumarill. He has Gengar Azumarill up. Didn't think he was going to attack Gengar. I thought he was going to I don't really know. So he would go down to Sucker Punch. He elects to attack, goes up to Meowstic. I swaggered it just in case he did try to attack. I missed. Not a big deal. Kangaskhan stays on the field and gets the KO on this Azumarill. That's fine for me. I still have 2 in the back. I got an Amoonguss and probably Salamence, to be honest. So I wasn't too afraid of losing Kangaskhan there, especially with Amoonguss redirection for the rest of this match. However, he goes and he's going to help me out here. Earthquakes his own Mega Gengar because it loses its Levitate ability as soon as it Mega Evolves. I put it to sleep, and I think he forfeits here, yeah. So, that's game 1, so that's our 4th battle. I don't know why the ladder's not updating on here, so I don't know what score we got to. Yeah, it's not updating. That's okay. We're like, I don't know, 11-18 plus 1 game. So whatever his score was. Into our 5th battle. Look at my opponent. He's got a pretty cool color scheme going on. I like how the Trevenant's red, Charizard's red, kind of just very muted. So I was really appreciating that. Minus, I don't know, Zapdos' color's a little off. He should have probably gone shiny there. I'm looking at it though. I'm thinking, what is this? This is potentially Trick Room. I know Trevenant likes a Trick Room, but the rest of the team doesn't really look that slow. So unless he was just trying to run min speed on a lot of normal stuff, it's probably actually not going to end up being Trick Room. He's definitely going to want to bring that Trevenant to stop my Kangaskhan, though. That or Gengar. So the double Ghost here makes me want to lead my Bisharp. So I think I just straight up lead my bread and butter set here. Salamence Bisharp, which was, this is the crux of the team. This is how the team started off, as these two. Get the Intimidate up. Not really going to matter too much here. I'm going to go for a Rock Slide, which quad affects Mega Charizard Y. It's going to get the KO. I do damage to Trevenant, and now Assurance gets to do double damage since it took damage previously this turn. Easy KO. Wipes the field clean. Sends out his Zapdos and his Garchomp. Now, I'm locked into Rock Slide, so I figure, hey, let's just knock this down to 1 Pokemon. If you can just get your opponent down to a single Pokemon, the game's, I mean, it's way easier to win. So I'm going to go and double into the Zapdos right now. Get a nice flinch there. Didn't really need it, to be honest. And Assurance would KO without a critical hit there, that's for sure. Go for another Rock Slide. I'm just kind of staying in here right now. I don't want to have Kangaskhan take damage on the switch in. He goes Earthquake, takes out Bisharp. That's fine. My Kangaskhan comes out. I just sit here and Rock Slide, to be honest, because I'm not really... I think he's going to Rock Slide. I know he can't take out both of my guys anyway, so he's going to have to pick one or the other. And I thought he was going to Rock Slide, so I didn't want to switch in Rotom Heat. But it's not really a big deal. I mean, after knowing that he can only eliminate one of those two, I can always Sucker Punch in the future and finish off that game. He would have had to have gone for a Rock Slide. I mean, hope for a flinch. I don't even think that Rock Slide would have KO'd my Salamence, to be honest. So that's what's up. We win that one. This score does load. I'm at 1149 right now, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Move on to the next one. Smash that find battle button and look what I find. A guy whose name is, well, this is odd. with a 4-man strong team. I look at it for like 2 seconds and I realize this dude's got no answer to Rotom Heat minus maybe Rock Slide from Mamoswine, which isn't even stab, and potential flinch from Abomasnow. I mean, unless his Mawil's running Rock Slide itself, he's got very little he's going to do against it. So pretty clear lead choice for me, just because it's going to do so much work here. I lead it next to Meowstic in case he leads this Mamoswine, and I do this for the sole reason that I can charm the Mamoswine and make its Rock Slide really just do absolutely nothing against my tank Rotom. I protect here to get a free charm up, no problem. I think the Mawile goes after a Sucker Punch. Don't really know what's going on. There's the Rock Slide. Meowstic's going to take that absolutely fantastically. He switches out Mawile, and I know he Rock Slides here, and I think I flinch. I charm it again. I was definitely aiming after that Mawile, knowing that Mamoswine's not a threat right now, so the flinch I wouldn't have really done anything that turn, so that's fine with me. I think I would have Will-O-Wisped in that Talonflame, to be honest. Talonflame comes out. It's going to finish up on Meowstic. That's fine with me. I actually Will-O-Wisp straight into that Mamoswine spot, expecting him to switch it out because it's such a fat minus attack. And is he going to switch Abomasnow into Rotom Heat? I don't really think so. Switch out Kangaskhan, and I protect Kangaskhan here knowing that neither of my opponent's Pokemon can really touch Rotom Heat, so I'm going to get just a free attack off here. He doesn't even target it because Mega Kangaskhan's such a threat. He doesn't want to let it do damage, but I don't really need it to do anything right now because Rotom Heat really is just going to do its stuff. Rotom Heat's actually back up to full from those leftovers. That's fantastic. He sends up the Mamoswine again. A lot of Mamoswine are EV'd to survive Mega Kangaskhan's returns, so this one does. But I go to Will-O-Wisp at 2. I was afraid he would go for a Rock Slide and try to flinch, and if he flinched one, I want to make sure I had the win condition here, and if Mamoswine's burned, Rotom Heat's going to be able to take out the rest of these by himself. Abomasnow comes out. Kangaskhan's just about dead. I expected to, yeah, just go down. I don't really need it, to be honest. And I think I overheat an Abomasnow here. I just don't want to get frozen. So long as I don't get frozen, we're fine. I believe I bring out Bisharp. I think that's my last one. Yeah, that's great. I mean, the Abomasnow protected. I doubled into it in case it had like a sash, but I mean, yeah, I probably should have Thunderbolted, to be honest, in that situation, just so I didn't miss when I doubled into the Abomasnow, but it's not a big deal. Since I hit it, and 2, I don't even think with a freeze I'd have to be frozen for a pretty decent amount of turns, and he wouldn't be able to like really KO Bisharp without a crit there. My score from 1149 up to 1167 right now. That is battle 6 so far, and I'll do one more. I'll show you guys one more. And looking at my opponent here, he's got a couple things that are pretty scary to my team, namely the Machamp, especially if it's holding safety goggles. I don't know how I would deal with that. I probably just lose to that, unless it's yeah, I mean, if it's Scarf, I have to slow it down, or else, I mean, it's gonna give me big problems. The Charizard there really threatens the Amoonguss, which helps against the Machamp, so anything, you know, if I want to bring Amoonguss to redirect Machamp, Charizard's there gonna potentially stop that, and Hydreigon is a huge problem for my team. I can't even emphasize that enough. It's so big, so gotta be very careful around that. He leads Charizard and Heliolisk. Heliolisk, of course, has solar power, so it does really, really, really big damage in the sun. I assume this is going to be Charizard Y. I lead Meowstic Salamence. Assuming Charizard Y, Scarf Rock Slide's going to do the damage. Swagger misses the Heliolisk, which is just, you know, it was kind of just to try to keep it from. I knew HP Ice was going to KO the Salamence, but I want to do the surprise Rock Slide damage there, so I let it go down. I was hoping the Swagger would save me, but, you know, 90 accuracy is what it is. Send out Kangaskhan here against this Hydreigon. I do protect to slow down this Hydreigon with a Thunder Wave, just because I want to keep it from, or I Swagger it. Okay, I Swagger it here just so in case it has a higher chance of it not attacking this turn. If that's the case, you know, 50%. I think I paralyze it next turn. And I see the Heliolisk Hyper Beam. Now, it says must recharge, and I really wish they would get rid of this, because I was watching TV, and I thought, hey, he's not going to be able to attack, so I go to KO this Hydreigon before it gets off another attack, and I take a Hyper Beam and die. I know Kangaskhan dies from a Hyper Beam Heliolisk. I just thought it wasn't going to attack that turn, and man, I am in a lot of trouble here. My lack of... So I KO this Mamoswine. I want to bring it to a 1-on-2, but like I said, Hydreigon's such a big threat to my team Here's a big problem. As soon as Meowstic goes down and I can't keep swaggering the Hydreigon, my only way to hit it is like Thunderbolts and Overheats, and as you can see, I'm not really paying attention. I Will-O-Wisp into a paralyzed Hydreigon, and then I do it again. Guys, that is not the play. You cannot burn and paralyze the same target. So, I really hope the show I was watching was really good, because it made this game way harder than it needed to be. His Dark Pulse is only doing 40% though. I'm getting some leftovers, and he's got the paralysis, so I honestly should have started Thunderbolting here. I was kind of desperate, hoping for a crit. And if I'd started Thunderbolting with a couple of these lucky paras that I got, I might have been able to come back, but I was really just fishing for a crit as of right now. Just not a lot of great plays in this match, to be honest. Once again, hoping just for a big crit to like put him into KO range. He does paralyze on the turn. I don't protect. That's great. Up to 54%. I could take another Dark Pulse. I'll protect again. Just trying to get as much leftovers health as possible. Really, honestly, just fishing for a crit right now. I'm thinking, how many times do I have to hit him to get this overheat crit? 41%. I'm down to 19. It's not looking great. I definitely need some hacks in my favor to come back from this. And Dark Pulse, I looked it up. It's got so much PP. There's no way I'm going to PP stall him. I wish, but there's just no hope there. Overheat again. Gets another para here on another turn. I don't protect, which saves me from getting KO'd that turn. Able to protect here for more leftovers. So this leftovers are really paying dividends right now. Like, big time. It's going to put me right around the range of the Dark Pulse, depending on the damage roll. Maybe I do survive it after my overheat misses. Hope that wasn't the one that was going to crit. Protect here. He's gonna Dark Pulse, and then I just got a gut feeling it's not gonna paralyze again this turn conveniently. So I go for a double protect. It fails. His Dark Pulse goes up, and it gets the KO. So that's gonna be the first loss of the team so far. I do believe. Okay, the ladder doesn't. I don't know. It didn't update for this one. It just says ladder probably updated, but score cannot be retrieved. So I dropped probably like 20 points or whatever. Probably like 1150 right now. Always pay attention. If you can help it. A couple series of just unfortunate events led to that, and but yeah, that's just normal. You know, anything can happen on the ladder. I'm gonna end it here because it's just, you know, it's just time. But I will give you slight spoiler. First battle next time. Oh god, it's ugly. It's gonna get ugly real fast. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll have the next one up for you tomorrow. We'll just slowly go through this, and as we go, you know, like I said, when you're doing this yourself, when you're at the lower end of the ladder, always be cautious. You never know whether your opponent's the kind of guy who's gonna Earthquake KO his own Mega Garchomp, or his own Mega Gengar, or he's the kind of guy who's gonna have a really solid team and, you know, whomp you. So it is what it is. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope to see you guys next time.